Hey. Surprise. Oh, okay. Nice to meet you. You got my video this morning, yeah? Yeah, cool. I couldn't film it in Shenzhen because I didn't have enough time. I was in a rush, but I filmed it in Beijing. I got a little bit of footage from the airport. Yeah, cool. Good. The whole team here or not yet? Still some people arriving? Hey. Oh, nice to meet you. Yeah, Daniel here. Hi, how are you?
Good to meet you, Emmanuel.
Oh, Daniel, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to travel together.
Oh, you're going to be on the same... Okay, perfect.
Absolutely. I recognize you because I saw you on internet. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, nice to finally meet you. Hi, I'm Daniel.
Hi, I'm Yasser.
Nice to meet you.
Let's go.
Oh, he really looks like he's ready for an adventure.
Yeah,
look at this gear. Like the Chinese Bear Grylls. 那如果我这个多重了？如果我这个
肯定轻吧？
哦，这个会太多了，对吧？啊，那我自己带上去了。
托运了吧，帮他。
Hi, Daniel.
Sergey.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, this is Oscar. He also works with us.
Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Daniel, yeah, that's right. It was a quick introduction from a distance.
Right. Intercontinental. Nice. I thought we'd be roughing it. Okay guys, I'm here in the hotel room. This is actually day 2 in Lhasa in Tibet. And I didn't do too much filming yesterday other than a little bit of the journey on the way in. It was a pretty good trip, all in all. We landed at about 4 o'clock. But I was pretty proud that when I landed and we came in, I didn't have any high altitude kind of sickness symptoms. Some of the other guys did, but then when I started lugging my big suitcase around, that thing there, 22 kilograms, and my 10 to 15 kg backpack, I started feeling it, started getting a bit of a headache. And breathing-wise, heart rate-wise, it was all okay, but just a splitting headache. I woke up at 4 a.m. With a terrible headache. And they actually pump oxygen into the room from 6 p.m. to 8 a.m., but you've got to turn it on with a switch. And so here we've got the switch, but the problem is I didn't know whether blue or green was on. There was no way to tell. So I had it on blue first, so when I woke up at 4, I said, okay, let me try switching it to green. I switched it and I started feeling better. But now, oxygen isn't being pumped in now. I just finished having lunch, but every time I have a meal, I'm starting to feel better, and I think I'm more or less there. We're going to be here for 2 more days before we head into the higher areas, and we're going to get really up there, I think above 6,000 meters. If I'm not mistaken, I should have looked this up first, I think we're at 3,700 meters here. So it'll be a pretty good adventure. Yeah, I didn't show you guys what I was packing beforehand because we're going to be going to some areas that drop down really cold, below 0. So I've got this stuff that I actually bought for my last Tibet trip when I hiked Kailash Mountain. So I got this big sleeping bag that's rated down to minus 16 degrees. Probably a little bit extreme, but hey. And a really nice thick Columbia jacket that I also bought last time. It's very warm. So this is their second time to Tibet. But I think what we're going to be doing now is I'm going to be getting some stuff together, getting my camera gear together, and we're going to head into the city. So let's head out. You ready? Yeah.
Are you ready?
No. long time. The last time I went up on a big hill to look at it. I got some good shots of it. I think it must have been over there.
叫什么名字啊？
周毛错。
啊？
周毛错。
周毛错。
哦，你会不会说英文？A little. Oh. Oh.
Rose.
Very
Hi,
good.
Nice to meet you.
Wow, your English is very good.
He's from Canada.
Yeah. Do you know? Do you know Canada? 加拿大你知道吗？是一个很大的国家，很冷，但是这边冬天应该也很冷。
那么冷。
对，我们那边可以到零下25、30度。
这里没那么冷。
是吧？你今天来这里做什么？
我们在这里做生意，
做生意？你做什么生意？
卖挂件。
哦，很可爱啊。
All right, we're here. Where are we?
We are in front of Potala Palace in Lhasa, Tibet.
That's right. That's
Look, this amazing architecture.
It
Well,
is good, yeah, and it's a roasting day. Well, you know, the temperature isn't very hot, but the sun, you can really feel it.
yeah. Well, like on one point, I love the sky, like the blue sky, the cloud. It looks really good. But when you're standing here for 5 minutes, you can feel like the sun is burning,
Yep.
penetrating into your skin.
Yeah. You're gonna be the same color as me when we're finished this trip.
Cool, because that's the color I want.
Good. Well, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. I want to be tan, but like I always want to be tan. I always go to the beach.
Yeah.
So I was tanner before,
Right.
but because of lockdown,
Oh.
I lost
Everybody
part
lost
of
their
it.
tan, yeah.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be going. We got a pretty big trip ahead of us. This is. Let me open this up a bit more. And
Actually, I'm very short. Are you sure I'm
This-
in the camera?
I'm pretty sure you are. This is a wide screen, so
Okay.
wide angle.
Because Daniel is very tall and very short. Sometimes it's harder for us to be both in the camera at the same time.
Yeah. So we are. Maybe you mention where we're going because you know better than me. You're the one who's actually doing the hard work, and I'm just showing up. So,
No.
So you why don't you tell where are we going? What's our destination?
Okay, so we are now in Lhasa, the capital, of course. So we're gonna stay here for 2 or 3 more days because tomorrow, August the 19th, there will be a big festival, Shodan Festival. In Chinese, called 雪顿节. It's one of the biggest annual event in Tibet. It's big. It became at first I don't know, it's very complicated. I don't know even where to start because at first people it's called a Uyghur festival, but then it became some religious thing to do.
Okay.
So, and on that day we're gonna go to pick up the Buddha Thangka, and all the citizens here in Lhasa, they're gonna celebrate, they're gonna pray. So there are a whole bunch of big events awaiting us on the 19th.
Yeah, that should be interesting. I didn't have too much time the last time I was here. It was kind of a rush just driving through to Kailash Mountain. But then after here, we are going to be doing quite a few trips, quite a few stops along the way, but our ultimate destination is
Mount Chungmong-Langma.
Yes, or-
Mount Chungmong-Langma.
That's the correct name. I got to say, you know, there's an irony because everybody in the West only really knows it as Mount Everest.
Yeah.
And it's the Chinese here, even including the Han Chinese, that is calling it according to its authentic Tibetan name.
Yeah.
And there's an irony there that I won't mention in this video because I don't want to get too political in this video. Let's keep this light.
Okay. So actually basically that's the correct name of Mount Everest is Mount Chungmong-Langma.
Yeah.
And Chungmong-Langma is directly translated from Tibetan language. I think in Tibetan language they call it Chungmong-Langma.
Yeah.
Basically very same
It's like a
pronunciation.
phonetic translation as close as possible, very authentic.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're probably going to see also, and you're going to notice too, is there is, to many people's surprise overseas, obviously because of the narrative that's going on, is there is a real commitment to preserving these kinds of cultures. And little things like this, like calling things by their proper ethnic minority names, is just one small example of that. We're probably going to get to see a lot more of that along the way though.
Yeah.
And interact with the locals a bit more. that should be pretty interesting. I mean, this is the last time I was here. I think it must have been 3 years ago or so, and even then, it's like kind of developing a lot. While we were driving through, I was seeing a lot of new developments. The hotel we're staying in, there's a lot of new buildings going up as well. So, it'll be an interesting experience.
Yeah. After Lhasa, well, Lhasa is the easier part.
Yeah.
After Lhasa, we're gonna go to another city called Rikeze or Rikaze, Shikaze. That's the English name, I guess. There's another very pretty temple over there, and we're gonna go to base camp on Mount Chumholangma. And on the base camp, there's a world's tallest post office and world's tallest temple. So we're gonna go all of those places.
Yeah, that's so
gonna
cool.
be really cool.
I'm really looking forward to that. And then there's also the what is supposed to be apparently the third largest glacier in the world, other than the North and South Pole.
Yep.
And we're going to reach up to, I think, what was it, like 6,000 plus meters?
6,600 meters.
Yeah, that's intense. I went up to 58 last time, so this will be the highest I've ever been.
Yeah.
And that should be interesting. But we're going to be working our way up slowly, so it should be okay.
This trip gonna be really interesting, really exciting if we can survive.
If we can survive. That's the first goal. And then the second goal is to reach our destinations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but maybe let's walk around a little bit and
Sure.
look around at what's going on. There's some people doing some wedding photography there. That's kind of interesting.
Oh, shall we go take a look?
Let's take a look and.
They are filming wedding photos.
It's the really hot time to.
你好，你会说中文吗？
会说。
我们可以合一张照吗？
可以啊，可以啊。
哦，谢谢。
您是哪里呀？您是这里的工作人员吗？还是游客？
我是游客。
游客啊？您是来自哪里的游客啊？
我已经在拉萨待了1年多。
1年多了。游客待了1年多。
本地的，我们本地工作的。
哦。
拉萨当兵的。
OK， 可以，那谁拍？用你的拍。
在那拍吗？
可以啊，那我们去那边吧。
给我拍几张。
可以。想跟他合照是吧？那行，那个。So now there are some tourists here want to take a photo with Daniel. Wow, this is a very dedicated photographer. 你为什么？哦。
往后面走。
后面。
再走。
I think he's trying to do this reflection thing with this photo because there's a puddle of water in front of him. So there's a reflection of Potala Palace in the picture. 没有在直播，我拍下来了。Very dedicated photographer， 太专业了。你们是要拍倒影是吧？啊 ，Hello。
要买东西吗？
啊，不用了。
我们只有10分钟了，10分钟不到的时间。
OK， 好。
好的，我们要走了，对不对？拍东西了。
为什么你们为什么要走？
你不能走。哎，你叫什么来着？
周毛错。
周毛错。然后 I heard that you can speak some English. What's your name?
My name is
Rose. Rose. A Tibetan girl named Rose. 医生好不好？加油。她说她将来想当一个医生。
Oh, very good.
She says she wants to be a doctor in the future.
Yeah.
哎，你能再跟我们讲讲你为什么说你想？
那你要好好学习，你知道吗？
因为我2个哥哥去世了，那时候他们从2楼摔下来的时候，他们头流血了。我妈妈送他们去医院的时候，他们救不了了，死了。我想当医生，
将来想救更多像你哥哥这样的小朋友是吗？那你要好好学习哦。你的英语已经学得很好了，将来很有出息啊。
他说了没有英语？
说了，不错呢。英文名叫 Rose。对，好好学习啊，好吧。将来一定好当医生，到时候有机会，到时候回来再看你。那我们走啦。好吧。
啊，拜拜。
谢谢你哦 ，Rose。他对你好凶哦。
To get you and told you a secret that she had a gift for both of us, didn't she?
Yeah.
And she refused to take money for it.
Yeah, she just put this in my hand. Don't let anyone else see this because there were other girls doing the business.
Oh.
So she doesn't want other girls to see that. She just gave us this for free. I insist on let me pay you. How much does it cost? And she said, no, don't give me money. I want to give you this as a gift.
Wow, so sweet.
Yeah, so sweet. And he really likes you, Daniel. He says, I like this brother. And she says,
OK， 是我们的秘密，不会说。
我说了不要拍，你还拍，不许拍我姐姐，不许拍我哥哥。
谢谢。
我们走着。我那边是我们的车，我们要走了。
怪不得那，
好吧。
刚才很多车来了。
对，
我们以为领导来了。
没有，我们不是，因为我们在这边有很多人要工作，所以我们要赶时间，不能在这里面。
你现在要去哪里？
我们现在去八廓街。要去八廓街，知道吗？对，你去那儿。
我就在那边住。
你住那儿啊？天哪，那是不是跟我们一块儿回去的？
你 go。跟同事们再见，拜拜。
Bye bye. Okay, so that girl we were talking to, she had a pretty touching story about why she wanted to become a doctor.
Yeah. So while you guys are filming, like I talked to her, like where do you study? Where do you study English? And then she told me she really wants to study well because she wants to be a doctor in the future. I asked her why. She said because 2 of her brothers died because there were 10 kids in his family. 2 died. The 2 brothers fell from 2nd floor, so they sent the 2 brothers to the hospital, but the doctors couldn't save the 2 brothers. The doctor cried, which made the girl even sadder because she felt the doctors it's really hard
wanted
job.
to do something.
Yeah, so she felt this is so sad, so she says, I want to study well, I want to be a doctor in the future. She's actually a Tibetan girl, like ethnically Tibetan, but she lives in Qinghai.
Right.
So she wants to go back to Qinghai and in the future starting her own hospital. Hope kind of heal more people. Actually, that's the medical resources, doctors, that's the thing that Tibet and Qinghai really need.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell she's a very caring personality also. I mean, the way that she secretly gave us that gift and refused to take any money, and she didn't want the other girls who were selling it to know. I mean, you can tell that her whole personality is going to surround this idea of wanting to help people. So
yeah, I think this is her summer break. She's 12 years old.
Right.
So this is her summer break. So they were doing the business here in Lhasa now.
Yeah.
But their business basically selling the decorations and taking photos for tourists. But so I asked her, how much does it cost? How much is the little decoration, the thing? How does it cost? I can pay you the money. And she said, no, don't pay. And she gave me one secretly, putting that in my hand. She doesn't want all the other girls who are doing this same business with her, she doesn't want them to see. So just secretly put that in my hand. And then she ran back to us, put another one in my hand, said, this is for the 小哥哥, Daniel, 小哥哥, Daniel. So yeah, don't let anybody know. I'm not charging her any money. I will insist on paying.
Yeah.
She insists on not charging any money.
I don't know whether I'm more touched that she gave me one of those also and thought of me, or that she called me Guga instead of Susu. But both are pretty good.
Even with mustache like this, still like calling 小哥哥.
Yeah, I feel so happy today. Yeah, but what a sweet girl. Anyways, we're on to our next place. Where are we going now?
It's called Barkhor in Chinese, but I think Barkhor Street.
Yeah, okay.
So, there's another temple. It's also a very famous tourist spot. A lot of tourists, and there's another temple, 大昭寺. So many locals gonna pray in there. So we're gonna take a look.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, let's go. So I've been to this square before. Last time I was here too. But now they're doing all sorts of construction here to repair the square.
不会落在网络上了吧？
I've got my little gift here on my backpack.
Good idea. I should put this on.
Yeah. If you've ever wondered what kind of cameras CGTN uses, there you go. This is the Pro. So we're in the main street area.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to be wearing our masks, but I think it's okay now. It doesn't look like there's many people wearing it.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be okay. To get through the security check, we have to wear it.
Yeah, and actually on the street you can see there are way more people, way more tourists. So I think they're just trying to keep everybody safe.
Yeah.
Well, even though in reality there is no one case of COVID-19 at all in Tibet.
Yeah, better safe than sorry. And I didn't have my mask with me, but you were so lucky that you had an extra pink mask for me. And it's going to protect our face from the UV rays also.
So only the upper half of our face is going to be tan.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It'll look a bit strange.我看一下，哦，比它好很多了。哦，不错，还不错啊。是一个手，对，我，然后，然后你再做一次，我。哦 ，OK，
好，反手抓住，哇，1、2、3、4、5，少了5个。
好，你再试一下。哦，好，拜拜。
别转过来一点点，姑娘。哎，快点，眼睛看了。
Almost like a perfect clean. Tea time.
Tea time.
Oh, so it's this the milk, the kind of milk tea, the yak butter tea. Yeah. Let's give it a try. Yep, very buttery, milky.
有小壶大壶区别吗？
The one I was drinking on Kailash Mountain, they halfway through the hike, they said, that's okay, we'll do this one.
Okay.
Yeah, they said that I remember it being a little bit more salty than this. I don't know if it was deliberately salty to retain more.
So they all have a lot of energy to make sure.
Yeah, high in calories. Yeah.
But I don't know. I like the salty ones. I like salty milk.
That's I quite enjoyed that too.
Thank you.
小朋友，要不要我给你看一个更好玩的？你放一个这个在这里，在后面，然后会很大的声音，你要不要试一下？试一下，那个太难了吧？放那个，我看一下，放一个这个在这里。啊，那边装。容易很多了吧？对，这个好很多了吧？对，你可以放好一点，然后声音会更大一点。
就是你要的那瓶子。
这个更好一点。试一下，开快一点，然后看看声音怎么样。这个瓶子好很多了吧？那个瓶子放在那太难吸了。A good choice, I think.
Yeah, I really love this color. I would call it Tibetan blue.
Tibetan blue.
Tibetan blue.
Yeah, like a royal blue kind of color. Yeah.
I think Tibetans they tend to use bright red, yellow, and blue.
Yeah.
I really love this blue color. And I just tried it on. It's so complicated.
Really?
Because Tibetan cloth has so many layers.
Right.
This is outer layer. There's another layer inside.
Right.
There's only one size. And as you can see, I take one sleeve off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I think that's because of the temperature changes dramatically in one day in Tibet.
So they wear it like this when it gets hotter also?
Yeah, I can also take this off.
Oh, okay.
Just in the daytime when it gets really hot. In the daytime, take this one off. But at night when it gets cold, I just put them on.
So this here is an ancient Tibetan Pizza Hut from the Yuan Dynasty. And the KFC was opened around the same time.
Yeah. Okay, you拍。
我没动过呀。
那个什么的。
你好，我们是那个就是中央电视台英语频道的，然后我们还有法语记者、阿拉伯他们那种英语的。
英语频道的。
对对对对对。谢谢，加斯雷。
这个嘞。
哦，对对，谢谢谢谢。
哦。
Okay.
For you。
对。哦，这个好漂亮。
Yeah.
Wow. Thangka Center for China. Ooh, this is really cool. So here we arrived at Thangka Center for China. This is the first time for me to be here, but I know Thangka is the painting. I don't even know how to explain it. The techniques they use to
Sand?
draw.
Is it the one with the sand or no? They use the colored sand or it's something different?
Let's ask them later.
Okay.
Let's ask professionals.
Yeah.
But I know it's very specific technique, very hard to do. So some of them have to learn decades to paint religious stuff on the paintings, like Buddhas or something on the painting. So it's very hard techniques.
来，我
们先听一下普音，一起听一下那个介绍，然后咱们再看怎么选点拍。
对，先等一下，我给你介绍完了上去，完了后最后呢就是你们自己，想提什么是吧？想关心什么，你们看看。来，那个我给你们介绍一下唐卡，就是唐卡艺术是西藏的独门的艺术，它这个特别啊，它呢就是用那个纯天然矿物质来画的，工艺对，就这么加工的，对。对，它那个唐卡艺术之前就是那个一个是颜料是纯天然矿物质自己加工的传统的，第二个呢就是画室之前，对，他们是做什么？就是做颜料，
天然的矿物的颜料。
画唐卡的颜料，就是
就可以做出来这么多颜色。
就他们做出来就是这样。
我们有那个12种颜色，对。
So bright.
Yeah.
But it's all natural.
Yeah.
Natural elements.
It's really remarkable.
Oh, look at the red. Red color is so bright.
Yeah, the red, that orange is one of my favorites there. That's really nice.
你看这个唐卡画出来就这样的，对。
Beautiful. 好漂亮。
对，刚刚那个颜料是我们自己加工的，画完就这样的。
天哪！
对。
That is amazing.
太好看了 ，so pretty.
I think the lights are a different frequency for my camera. It's going to be flickering a bit, but I hope you guys can still see that.
Can you see like the tiny thing that she was drawing? Just the techniques drawing such a tiny, like monk and every details in there.
Oh, yeah, look how small they are.
Yeah.
They're doing some painting in here too. 你好。好漂亮。
好的，谢谢。你是哪个国家的？
加拿大。
加拿大。
嗯。但是住在中国很久了，12年。
汉语说的好流利。
你想要比你少？
没有。
真的。
不可能。
我要是就。
So the owner of this center, he just told me actually this painting, this one, this is a different style because basically now there are 5 different styles of Thangka.
Okay.
And this one is a different one, but this one is actually lost. The other styles they have in.
You mean this is a lost art that they don't do anymore? Okay.
Yeah, nobody knows how to do it. So, but they have put together team of experts to
try to replicate it.
Yeah, and just basically they search all the historical documents and try to rewrite this textbook, how the techniques, everything about the culture, how they do it, and try to
revive it.
Revive it. So now even like this technique has lost for 500 years.
Wow.
Now they are refining all the history books, everything, try to write new textbooks to and teach people how to
to bring this part of the Tibetan culture back to life.
报告现在报告出来的这个报告时间花了4年。对，做这个研究报告。
So they went through 6,000 Thangkas in Potala Palace just to find how to draw this style of
so they still had some left over, some old ones.
But just no one knows how to draw it anymore.
Okay.
So they went through all the old Thangkas, all the history books, try to find how to do this technique again. Try to revive this particular style which has been like lost for 500 years. 500年，对吧？
对，500多年失传。是这样的。
This style is from 13th
西藏本地的第首家派。
Yeah, and he said this from 13th century, this technique, and this is the first Tibetan style, Tibetan Thangka, because like after that they got more Thangka from Nepal.
Okay.
It's good. They learn something from Nepal Thangka, but this one is
the original Tibetan style.
But it has lost for 500 years, so now it's trying to revive it. And I just asked him like, well, basically now they're trying, like a group of experts or the government is really trying hard to protect the Tibetan culture.
这是我们那个就是壁画，寺庙的壁画。我以前那个寺庙那个墙上面直接画嘛，它就不好抢救，以后坏了以后。现在就是壁画，就是我们做成那个这样一个寺庙定制的，完了过后就是我们画了一个贴上去，以后不会坏的。墙坏了，我们把这壁画就可以取下来，完了过后再贴上去，是这样的。对，画堂哥一样的，就纸上画。以前壁画，那个寺庙的壁画全都是墙上直接画，坏了以后就坏掉了。
但现在变成就直接是一幅画。
对，一幅画，完了给贴上去。这样对。
需要多长时间能画完？
啊，这个是壁画，比较简单，不像那个唐卡。这个时间我可得过了底岁。
哦，对这个是，就在软的那个。
老节的那个没那。这个就是4个人8个月。
8个月。
4个人8个月。对。
8 months with 4 people to finish this.
对，孙罗大师。
啊，您好，您好。
我们这个地方的院长。
哦，您好。
花园院长
然后啥？
大师。
对，像因为我们都听说画唐卡很难很复杂，这个那培养一个这样画唐卡的这个学生和大师需要多长时间啊？
我那10年左右的。
10年啊
？Wow.
最少是10年左右。
10 years they need to learn this before they become
a master.
Yeah, to be able to do these, work on these.
您画了多久？
可能差不多，现在80年开始，现在差不多40年。
40 years.
对 since 80s.
Before I was born.
Before you were?
I'm 81. I know, I look way older. Oh, this is a nice room.
到培养学生到作画，就是反正完整一套。
Nice place to sit down.
I feel tired.
A little bit, yeah. So this place actually belonged to a very, very rich family before. And during, I think it was 1959, he said somewhere around that time, the owners fled. And so you can imagine that before the 50s in Tibet, there was a massive slavery problem. They had a lot of slaves here. And the rich, the landowners really kind of ruled over everybody. So after they left, this became a kind of a national cultural relic. It's kind of a public place of sorts now. But oh, looks like I got to do a picture now. So talk to you guys in a second. Okay guys, that's the end of this video, and it's been a long day, and I'm just editing the video, and with how long this took and how long of a day it is, and how much longer the future days are going to be on this trip, I don't think I'm going to be able to upload every day. Maybe I'll try to upload a little something, but I hope you enjoyed what you saw. We covered a lot of ground today, and we will still be in Lhasa tomorrow. I might try to do, as I mentioned, I think in the first video when I was in Beijing waiting for my flight, I might do some live streams, so look out for those. Otherwise, you'll see me in the next video. Take care, guys.